Imagine waking up in an apartment built by Samsung, checking a Samsung phone, driving to work in a Samsung car, and if you get sick, being treated at a Samsung hospital. In South Korea, Samsung isn't just an electronics brand. It is a state within a state that alone controls nearly 20% of the entire nation's economy. The story begins in 1938 with a humble shop selling dried fish and noodles, but its founder, Lee Byung-chul, had a vision that went far beyond food. As Korea rebuilt after the war, the company allied with the military dictatorship to become what is known as a Chaebol, family-run empires that built the Korean economic miracle in exchange for absolute political favors. The major turning point came in the 1990s when the founder's son, Lee Kun-hee, decided to pivot from cheap products to global leadership. He issued a legendary ultimatum to his employees: change everything except your wife and children. He went as far as burning thousands of defective phones in a massive bonfire in front of his workers to cement the principle of quality or death. This obsession made Samsung the backbone of global technology. Today, even giants like Apple and Sony rely entirely on Samsung chips and screens to build their devices. Yet behind these glossy screens and spectacular success lies a dark face of systemic political corruption and bribery scandals that have even toppled national presidents. The strangest part is that despite being repeatedly convicted of corruption and bribery, Samsung's leaders almost always receive presidential pardons. The government feared that if Samsung fell, South Korea would collapse with it. This absolute dependency has placed the company above the law, turning the democracy into what many call the Republic of Samsung. The real lesson here transcends Korea's borders. Just as a nation lost its sovereignty to a corporation, many of us lose our personal sovereignty to a job, a bank, or a screen that steals our time. True sovereignty starts with owning your money, your time, and your mind, ensuring your life doesn't become just a small subsidiary in someone else's empire.